What the Book of Jubilees and the Book of Enoch reveal and why they were banned. Imagine ancient texts so profound and mystical that early communities revered them as divine revelations. These writings, once cherished, were later hidden and deemed heretical by religious authorities. Why were they cast aside? What hidden truths did they contain that made them such a threat to those who guarded the faith? Let's find out. The Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, once central to the spiritual lives of many, offered deep insights into the heavens, angels, and the divine order, insights far beyond the simpler narratives of the canonical Bible. In early Jewish and Christian communities, these texts were held in high regard and even referenced in the New Testament. However, over time, leaders began to view them with suspicion. Their depictions of rebellious angels, cosmic struggles, and complex celestial cycles clashed with the orthodox teachings that were being more firmly established. As their influence waned, these works were condemned and hidden, some even lost to history. Yet certain copies survived, like those preserved in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. When rediscovered, these ancient writings sparked great excitement, unveiling a wealth of knowledge and mysteries that had been concealed for centuries. The Book of Enoch in particular was not merely a collection of stories, but a profound exploration of celestial knowledge. Enoch was no ordinary prophet. He was a cosmic messenger, ascending to heaven to receive divine wisdom. This wisdom included detailed insights into astronomy, such as the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, as well as the divine calendar that structured time. For early Jewish and Christian mystics, these revelations suggested a cosmic order that linked humanity to the divine. Enoch's ascent and transformation into the archangel Metatron became central to this mystical tradition. His journey depicted the story of a man who transcended death, becoming one with the divine and acting as an intermediary between God and humanity. This transformation inspired many scholars and Kabbalists who saw Enoch as a symbol of spiritual elevation and the ultimate connection with divine wisdom. Similarly, the Book of Jubilees presented a radical reinterpretation of the Mosaic Law. Rather than portraying the law as a revelation given to Moses, Jubilees asserted that God's law existed from the very beginning, known to patriarchs like Noah and Abraham. This notion suggested a cosmic law that governed not only Israel but all creation. It also highlighted the active role of angels in guiding and protecting humanity, reinforcing the idea that the divine realm was deeply involved in earthly affairs. One of the most controversial aspects of Enoch was its portrayal of the Watchers, a group of angels who descended to earth and mingled with human women. Their actions led to the birth of the Nephilim, a race of giants whose existence disrupted the cosmic balance. These fallen angels imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity, including the arts of warfare, beautification, and magic, skills seen as corrupting and rebellious. This narrative blurred the lines between the sacred and the profane, suggesting that certain knowledge, when pursued outside divine boundaries, could lead to ruin. This story of rebellion and celestial conflict resonates with other ancient mythologies, such as the Sumerian and Babylonian accounts of the Anunnaki, gods who came to earth and influenced humanity. The similarities between these traditions hint at a shared ancient understanding of divine beings interacting with humans, transcending individual cultures and religions. The teachings in the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees laid the groundwork for later mystical and esoteric traditions. Kabbalists and Gnostics, for example, drew heavily on Enoch's journey and his role as an intermediary between human and divine realms. Enoch's transformation into Metatron inspired visions of spiritual ascension and enlightenment, influencing both Jewish and Christian mysticism. Even modern esoteric traditions, such as the Enochian magic, developed by 17th-century mystic John Dee, reflect the enduring power of Enoch's story. The rediscovery of these texts raises important questions. What other ancient writings remain hidden, waiting to be uncovered? Each rediscovery of these banned books opens new doors, revealing ancient wisdom thought to be lost forever. As we delve into these texts, we are reminded of the mysteries of the universe and the profound truths that may still be waiting to be uncovered. Ultimately, the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees encourage us to question what we know and look beyond the boundaries of the familiar. They ask us to consider the deeper mysteries of existence and the hidden knowledge passed down through the ages. Even the texts once cast aside and banned may contain profound truths, waiting for a time when we are ready to rediscover them. Though once revered by certain Jewish and early Christian communities, these books were ultimately excluded from the biblical canon for reasons reflecting their controversial content and the theological tensions of the time. The Book of Enoch is perhaps the most provocative, with its detailed account of the Watchers, angels who descended to earth and took human wives, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim, whose corrupt ways led to chaos. Enoch's visions of divine judgment and apocalyptic revelations depicted a cosmic struggle between good and evil, suggesting a more complex relationship between heaven and earth. The portrayal of angels who disobeyed divine orders and mingled with humans was seen as incompatible with the doctrine of angelic purity, leading to the book's exclusion. Additionally, its vivid apocalyptic themes and heavenly rebellions raised uncomfortable questions about divine authority and human agency, making it dangerous for religious leaders eager to maintain control over orthodox teachings. Enoch's transformative ascension into heaven, where he becomes the angel Metatron, further complicated his story. This transfiguration from mortal man to divine being challenged traditional views on the nature of humanity's relationship with the divine. His elevation to Metatron blurred the lines between mortal and divine, presenting a model of spiritual ascension that did not align with the emerging religious hierarchy. This idea of human potential for divinity threatened the authority of religious institutions that sought to regulate the spiritual path and define the limits of human experience with the divine. Similarly, the Book of Jubilees introduced a radical reinterpretation of Jewish law and history. It portrayed the Mosaic Law not as a revelation at Sinai, but as an eternal divine order known and practiced by patriarchs long before Moses. This retroactive holiness suggested that the law was part of a cosmic blueprint embedded in the very fabric of creation. Such a view undermined the singularity of the Sinai covenant, challenging the authority of religious leaders who governed the interpretation and application of God's law. The book also presented a unique system of timekeeping, dividing history into 49-year cycles or jubilees, each marked by angelic oversight and divine instruction. This method of organizing time conflicted with traditional Jewish chronology and placed an emphasis on angelic intervention, a recurring theme in the book. The angelic involvement in human affairs, presented in Jubilees, echoed themes found in Enoch, further complicating the relationship between divine and human realms. Just as Enoch featured angels descending to earth and influencing humanity, Jubilees expanded on this, showing how angels actively shaped history and guided humanity. This celestial bureaucracy, where angels intervened directly in human affairs, was unsettling for religious leaders who preferred a more distant and transcendent view of the divine. Both books also carried ethical messages. The Book of Enoch warned against the misuse of knowledge and the consequences of disobedience, while Jubilees emphasized the sanctity of law and ritual. These moral teachings, though profound, were embedded in narratives that seemed to place humanity's fate under the control of celestial beings, raising questions about free will and divine sovereignty. Religious authorities, concerned with preserving human agency and doctrinal purity, likely saw these texts as problematic for their potential to stir dissent and challenge established teachings. Despite their exclusion, the legacy of both books has endured, influencing mystical and esoteric traditions for centuries. Enoch's mystical character, who ascends to the heavens and becomes a powerful archangel, inspired Kabbalah and Gnosticism, where he was revered as a model of spiritual ascent. The Book of Enoch's depiction of fallen angels and forbidden knowledge also laid the foundation for later Christian and Islamic demonologies, shaping ideas of spiritual warfare and the nature of evil. Similarly, the Book of Jubilees, with its emphasis on angelic guidance and divine law, continued to resonate with those seeking a deeper, more mystical understanding of religious practice. In modern times, these banned books have found new audiences among those interested in ancient mysteries, forbidden knowledge, and spiritual exploration. They challenge us to reconsider the boundaries of divine revelation. The ongoing rediscovery of these texts, such as Enoch's reemergence in Ethiopia and Jubilees among the Dead Sea Scrolls, suggests that mysteries are still waiting to be uncovered. These ancient books invite us to delve deeper into the complexities of human existence, the cosmos, and our relationship with the divine, offering new perspectives on the timeless questions that continue to captivate our imaginations. Ultimately, the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees reveal a world where the divine and human realms intermingle, where forbidden knowledge tempts, and where cosmic battles shape destinies. Though excluded from the canon, these books remain a powerful reminder of the complexities and mysteries of our spiritual heritage. They offer a glimpse into an ancient worldview where the divine was not distant but intricately woven into the fabric of human history, urging us to seek understanding beyond the boundaries of traditional faith and explore the depths of spiritual curiosity. Lessons learned from the Book of Jubilees and the Book of Enoch. The books of Jubilees and Enoch, though considered non-canonical by many traditions, offer timeless lessons and profound spiritual insights that continue to captivate and inspire. Here are some key takeaways from these ancient texts. 1. The importance of obedience to divine law. Both books stress the eternal nature of God's law, emphasizing that obedience to divine commands is the cornerstone of righteousness. They remind us that aligning with God's will brings blessings while rebellion leads to consequences. Second, awareness of cosmic accountability. The narratives highlight the presence of heavenly beings, such as angels, who act as stewards of divine justice. This underscores the idea that our actions are observed, and we are accountable not just in the physical world, but on a cosmic scale. 3. The balance between free will and divine sovereignty. The Book of Jubilees teaches that while God's plan is supreme, humanity's choices matter. We are active participants in God's divine blueprint, and our moral decisions shape our destiny. 4. The dangers of forbidden knowledge. The Book of Enoch warns against the pursuit of knowledge or power that leads to corruption, as exemplified by the fallen watchers and their dissemination of forbidden wisdom. This lesson urges discernment in how we use the knowledge and abilities entrusted to us. 5. Hope in redemption and restoration. Both books carry an overarching message of hope. Despite humanity's failings, God's mercy and justice ensure that restoration is always possible for those who seek Him. The Book of Jubilees and the Book of Enoch invite us to look beyond the boundaries of tradition and delve into the mysteries of existence. They remind us that our spiritual journey is not just about rules or rituals, but about understanding our role in the divine plan. These texts challenge us to seek wisdom, embrace righteousness, and live with the awareness that we are part of a greater story, one that spans the heavens and the earth. As we reflect on these ancient teachings, let us be inspired to walk with humility, seek truth, and strive for a deeper connection with the Creator. For wisdom is radiant and unfading, and she is easily discerned by those who love her. The wisdom of Solomon. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the past, the hidden knowledge that shapes our spiritual heritage, and the untold stories that have been lost in time, then this is just the beginning of our journey together. Don't let these ancient texts stay buried. Join us as we uncover the profound truths they hold. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, share this video with others who are seeking answers, and leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And remember, by subscribing, you'll never miss an exploration of ancient wisdom and secrets that could change the way you see the world. Invite your friends, share the knowledge, and let's continue unraveling the mysteries that have been waiting for us all along. Together, we'll uncover the forgotten truths of our spiritual heritage, one story at a time. Thanks for reading.